Welcome back to the Magic Hours. I am Zoe Flowers, and I am about to do something I haven't done in a long time. I am going to do a celebrity reading. I haven't done them since I had my other channel, Pop Culture Tarot. All right, because I've been on like a celebrity cleanse. But I'm nosy. Okay, so let's get into this reading. So I want to know, I feel like I know, but let's just see what's really going on behind the scenes with Miss Megan Thee Stallion and Onika. What's her last name? Mirage. I don't know her last name. So let's start with Nicki because she's been in the game longer. So what is the archetype that Nicki Minaj is exhibiting these days? For those of you all that don't know, these two women are rap superstars, and they have been subliminally, the people say, going back and forth. They've been going back and forth subliminally for a while. And then Megan released her iconic hiss. Nicki released her less than stellar Bigfoot response. And now I don't know what's going to happen. But anyway, I wanted to know how Nicki was showing up. And literally, I don't know if you saw, flew out of the deck in reverse. And when it's in reverse, it's in the shadow. And it says conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. Yo, that's crazy. Don't, let me find out. I'm going to start doing celebrity readings again. Okay. And then we have Kang. And so the girls say that what set Onika off was that line that Megan said about y'all ain't mad at me, y'all are mad at Megan's Law. And Megan's Law, I'm sure everybody knows what Megan's Law is by now. If you ain't know before, you know what it is now. And so even though she didn't say any names, clearly she was taking shots at Nicki's Kang. And this was in the upright, enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. Okay, well, we know that's probably not her husband, but that's how she sees him. Okay, so we can't get mad. This is how she sees her man. He's her king. All right, period. So she did show up as the bully, though. So I'm gonna just leave that there. How's Megan showing up here? How is Megan Thee Stallion showing up? Oh, wow. Interesting. So we have child and we have magical. That's interesting. Seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. I mean, she is an Aquarius, so this kind of resonates with me. And so, wow, that's crazy. And technically she is a child, quote unquote, of Nicki. They are, I mean, Nicki, you know, she was the one. She was the one, okay? And so technically Megan is her child to an extent. This thing about seeing the potential for sacred beauties in all things makes me wonder if Megan looked up to her, you know, what they say, when your idols become your rivals, like never meet your idols. So did Megan actually look up to Nicki? Did Megan Thee Stallion wow. She did. Swords are representative of air signs. And so this would be Megan showing up in her own reading. And this is the sword of truth. What I would say is, these were her thoughts, these are her beliefs about, Nicki. I also feel like there's something about that sword of truth for me. There's something about this Ace of Swords that makes me think about musicality, like Nicki's musicality. But there's also a crown here. So she felt like Nicki was the crown. I mean, held the crown. How does Nicki see Megan? I'm literally scared. Wow. Okay. So we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And so this is somebody that would be, one of the things that comes up to me is this risky investment. This Knight of Pentacles, when it's in the upright, it's a very steady and stable knight. But when it's in the reverse, it is irresponsible. And this thing about this risky investment to me feels very much like, yeah, I invested in you. I took a risk. I did a song with you, and damn. And you turned your back on me. And we got the Queen of Wands in reverse. And you see it says jealous bully again. And the Queen is in reverse. Damn. And she's in reverse because of her own, Wands has to do with actions, because of her own actions. And now we have the Four of Cups in reverse. When this card is in the upright, it's more about being cold. It's about like not really accepting the gifts that the universe is giving you. When it's in the upright, it has to do with being depressed. It has to do with also just accepting what is. Is Nicki in a place of acceptance right now? Is she in a place of acceptance with everything that happened? So this is interesting. The two that, wow, okay. Wow. Damn. Wow. Okay. All right. So basically I just take all the cards that fell until the cards are face down. So let's go. Okay. So in order. So this is a card about delays, planning, being guarded, and quick-witted. So I would say that this is definitely, again, Nicki, lots of swords here. Swords, again, have to do with thoughts. They have to do with ideas. Has she accepted it? I would say no, because then we have this Eight of Cups here in reverse. When this is in the upright, it is about walking away from emotions, because cups has to do with emotions that like no longer serve you, or just going to higher ground. When it's in the reverse, obviously everything that's in this cup is falling out. And instead of moving away from those emotions, you're actually staying in them, and you are afraid to change. Sorry, I was having a brain fart. You're afraid to change. And then we have the Tower, which is also about resisting change when it's in the reverse. And we do have lying here, right? And so we know that, there's no perfect person. So both of them probably, and they're both storytellers, okay? So they both obviously, we're not getting the whole picture of everything that's going on, but we have seen bullying quite a bit here. And then we have the Moon in reverse, and this also has to do with misunderstandings, fear, anxiety, depression again. So sadly, Nicki is in a very sad, depressed, fearful state. And again, I feel like it's because she gave charity. She gave charity to Megan. In her view, she, again, did a song with her, whatever. And then, the Wheel of Cycle came, and the Wheel of Fortune came. And this is a card of karma, so to say. This is a card of what you put in, you get out. And so basically for me, I just see it as, even though you did do that nice thing, there are other things that, people say happened and that you did. And it's kind of like turnaround is fair play. What goes around comes around. What goes around comes back around. So, I mean, how does Megan feel about Nicki Minaj right now? How does she see her now? We know that she saw her as the queen, and we could be surprised. How does she feel about her? Okay, well, all right. So, wow. So when this card is in, this is the Three of Wands. So when this card is in the upright, it's all about moving forward. It's like going on an adventure, seeing the world. This is like, I didn't stopped your action. And I say that because of, I read the whole card. The force with which this card, this wand is being shoved into the ground. Which you only see when it's in the reverse. It's like I've staked my claim. I've thwarted your actions. And what makes me think that even more is because we got the Six of Wands. And this is a card of victory. This is a card of reward. She's like, I struck my, what do they say? I took my shot and I didn't miss. I took my shot and I won. And that's on that. And I just split the deck. And she's feeling really good now with this Three of Cups. She's actually celebrating. I just heard she needs to be careful, though. So what does Megan need to be careful of? Oh, they want me to stay with this deck. Okay. What does she need to be careful of? Oh, wow. We got the King of Pentacles in reverse. She needs to be careful of an older, because this can mean an older man. She needs to be careful of an older man and her money. Didn't she just sign a contract? She needs to be careful of an older man and her money. She needs to make sure that those contracts are tight. That's what she needs to make sure of. Oh, shit. I know I'm dramatic. I can't help it. She needs to, maybe even her attorney, like she needs to make sure that whatever older gentleman that she has around her are not like gassing her up. Oh, you got it, girl. You're it. You done won. You done won, girl. I'm finna make you all this money. Hit your train in my wagon. We finna go. They ain't never seen nothing like you before, girl. Lies. Lies. The thing that I find so, you can't really tell in this deck, but in the traditional Rider-Waite, you can see that the person that is the figure that's in this card, they are actually dressed as a military person. And there's a camp in the background. And what the person has actually done is they've donned, why am I saying donned? Is this the 1800s? They put on the clothes and the accoutrement of the other soldiers in the camp. Right? So they camouflage themselves to look like they are a member of the same military faction. And then they went in and they stole all the swords. And they're looking over their shoulder to see if anybody can find them out. This person is barely even looking. They do have their hand on the, on the swords. Megan better be careful. That's all I gotta say. That's it. That's the reading. That's the verse. I'm out.